Hello, I'm making this video for a friend of mine that lives out of town who's also into flashlights and was wondering what my most used and favorite flashlights are. Obviously, if you're watching this and you're not that friend of mine that lives out of town, you're watching this because you're curious. I have, probably in the range of 50 flashlights at this point. They're all utilizing the 18650 or 26650 rechargeable lithium batteries. Uh, None of them run on the regular alkaline batteries. Anyway, on with it here. Uh, just going to give a quick overview here of what these are and what the basic features are. We'll start out here with a flashlight that is exclusive to Mountain Electronics. Two of these, this one and this one, are exclusive to Mountain Electronics. This one is the Emisar. It's the Emisar D4S. It is utilizes 4 primary LEDs. It also has, I believe it's 8 secondary LEDs. You can see this blue-green color that's in there. That is kind of a nightlight feature. If I turn off the light here, you can get a better idea. It's kind of a nightlight feature that it has. That's not actually the primary. This one ramps. You can program this flashlight. You can program it to ramp up and down steady, or you can program it to step in increments. This is a highly programmable flashlight. I could probably go into 10 minutes just alone on programming and have to show you the menu for it. But this is a very, very handy flashlight. It's got a very strong magnet built into the tail of it. And this flashlight is kind of my everyday carry. Next one, probably my most used flashlight, is the Armytek Wizard Pro. It's got the XHP 50 LED in it. It's rated, I believe, at around 3000 lumen. What I like about this one is it's got a really strong, I use this one if I'm out working in the garage, working on the car. If I've got to go up in the attic, this is kind of the workhorse here. It is a very sturdy built. I've dropped this thing in water. I've dropped it in transmission fluid. Magnetic rechargeable base that's on it. There's a proprietary cord that's used that you can recharge this thing with. I've also got the base from the predecessor that has a chamber that you can actually open up and put a neodymium magnet in there. It's got a very, very strong magnet on it, so it's really good if you're working on cars or working on things and you need to stick a light in a specific spot and get to it. The other thing I really like about this is the fact that it's got this beacon here on. You can program this on or off, but it's got this beacon here on the switch so that, you know, if you're in a outside at night and drop the thing, you can find it. If you've got a cluttered garage like me and you set it down and you can't find it, you wait until night, or turn out the light and you look for the flash. You can find the flashlight. It's extremely, for this size of flashlight, it uses a single 18650 lithium battery, and it is very bright, and it's got a very smooth beam nice wide smooth beam on it. It's not a thrower by any means. It's a flood. It's got a nice smooth flood to it. Really good, tough flashlight, and I've got two of these, and through the years I've had to use the customer service with Armytek, and they have replaced both of the flashlights. But these have a 10-year warranty, and both of them were more than a year into use, and they replaced both of them. So good customer service with Armytek, in my opinion. The Skilhunt H03. Its output is right around 1,000 lumens max, but it's small, it's very compact, it's very light, it's got a very low moon light setting, and this flashlight for years now has been at my bedside. I keep this thing on my nightstand, and it is just a really handy flashlight, and that's where it stays. It doesn't go out to the garage, it doesn't go in my pocket out of the house. This one sits on my nightstand, and I think it's just that it's so light, compact, and convenient. It's just a really, really handy flashlight. And you can also program this one to where the switch will illuminate on it so that you can find it in the dark. I don't have that going whenever I've got it sitting on the nightstand, because that would be annoying. But this has really been a handy little flashlight to have around, and I really like it. I truly do. And then there's the big guy here. Not by a long shot my biggest flashlight. That would be my Lumitop GT. Anyway, this is the Convoy L6. This one utilizes the Cree XHP70 LED in it. This is a really nice combination of a flood and thrower. This thing will reach out a long ways, but it also puts out a nice wide beam. It'll light up your whole yard. And I mean, this rascal has got some oomph to it. And I've got some fox terrier, some purebred dogs, and we've got raccoons and possums and other animals that come around. And if there's some kind of ruckus outside at nighttime, this is the flashlight I grab, because it will light it up in a hurry. And it's also nice that it's got the tail switch on it here, and so you've got the tactical ring here, so you've got the one-handed operation back here, and then your mode switch. Excellent flashlight. I'd have to say, just for general purpose, if a person was going to have to buy, have one flashlight and one flashlight only to have in a household for the money, I think these run about between $60 and $70 for the Convoy L6 at Mountain Electronics. This would be the flashlight I would buy here. It runs on 2 of the fat 26650 lithium batteries. So you buy this rascal in a decent 2-cell charger and extra set of batteries, and you're good to go. And so this, out of all of them here, if I lost all of these flashlights, this would be probably the first one that I would replace right here, would be the L6, because it is the most versatile in my opinion, just because of the sheer amount of light that it puts out. And Next one that would be replaced would probably be the Wizard, because I'm lost in the garage without this one. And next I would have to say it would probably be the Skilhunt. I've gotten used to having that on my nightstand, and not to shortchange the Emisar by any means, because it is an awesome flashlight. It's fun to use, it's fun to program, and it puts out a tremendous amount of light, but because of the size it does get hot awfully quick, so that's kind of a limiting factor. You know, you can crank this thing up to put out a tremendous amount of light, but you can only run it for a minute or two before it gets sizzling hot. And that's the nice thing here about the Convoy. The Convoy is set up with a heatsink system, and just because of the sheer mass of it, you can turn it up on high and it's not going to heat up on you nearly as much.